Morning, Lucas. I'm gonna grab a pack of shop towels quick. You need any? Need any shop towels or anything? Okay. I'd shoot a hoop for you guys, but there's seed in the way, so I can't do that. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another Ferris Farming Organic YouTube video. Today, you guessed it, tillage time. Is going to be doing some tillage. Have a good day, Lucas. Alrighty, this is our new home for a few days. This is the 770, not the, or 710, excuse me, not the 770. That one is up in, it's over that way. We're gonna be in this one over this way. Charlie actually did some welding on this last night where the main frame connects to the wing. Said it's good. You can see it's newly painted, so I don't know, should be good to go. Anywho's, we'll fire it up, let it warm up a little bit. It is like 25 degrees out. I did tell Lucas I wasn't gonna put a coat on today because I'm not accepting that it's still this cold and I want it to be summer. So I did cave in, but we'll get the tractor nice and warm, get our coat off. It'll be sunny out. It's pretty much summer, right? All right, I'm gonna go on a quick tangent here. I don't know how dirty that looks to you guys. And it's not like there's trash piled up, but the bucket's full. This is not what I want a tractor to look like when I get in it. So we're gonna take the initiative and clear out real quick. All right, we got this tractor cleaned out just a little bit. We're folding up right now, headed to the next farm. Lucas has probably a few hours left up here. There's two little farms that kind of connect to this big one. He's gonna finish this, we're moving to the next one. We have about a 500-acre lead on the oat-seeders, so that's kind of the layout for today, but we should stay ahead of them pretty easily. I think we have a lot to do, so let's get to it. Also, I broke the camera mount I'm using right now, so I brought my magnet one. So if you see some different angles today, it's because I broke something. Alrighty, let's move out. I don't know if you guys remember the fall, really, but I ran both the 770 and this 710 on a ripper for a little bit and did a little comparison video. And I will say, the field cultivator, there's a much bigger difference between the 770 and the 710. Or I mean, it's at least more noticeable. I would say in the ripper it wasn't really noticeable, but this is, I mean, it's about a mile/hour difference so far. Obviously I've been going over some more hills than I was yesterday in the 770, but I would say this is on average about a half mile to a mile/hour slower than the 770. But I mean, we're still going 8.5 at 60 feet. So we're getting a lot done still. If you're wondering, we're getting a little less than 60 acres done per hour, so anywhere from 55 to 60 is probably our sweet spot for acres done per hour. Obviously, getting more is great, but we'll take what we can get. So we'll call it 9 o'clock right now. It's 8:45, so we're quarter till. My hope is we can get this small side and that big side done by, we'll say 11, and move down to the next field. I'm taking this tractor by the end of the day east a ways, so I want to be on the road and going before it gets super late. So hopefully this all just goes smooth. Thomas to Lucas, how you coming up there on those little farms?
I'm probably half an hour, maybe 25 minutes, about done with this store.
10-4. Yeah, if you go south a mile and then east 2 miles, you'll drive by me in this field, and then you can go straight south down to that quarter. Or you can, I don't know on the map, if you can go straight south off the east side of that farm and just go south like 5 miles and then straight east. I'm not sure how those roads are, but I think they should be fine.
I got that small field just west of here.
Yep, 10-4. I'm on the big side here on Silk Road. I have the little side done, so we might be done about the same time actually. We're pretty close. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost done with this field. We are just finishing off the point. Then me and Lucas are going to meet back up at a quarter just 2 miles south of here. We'll meet up and have 2 tractors in the same field. The reason we're doing that, well, we'll get it done faster and we're both up here. That's kind of the main reason. But that field was also tiled last winter, so it was not really smoothed out very much. I think they ran the ditch closer over it, so it is worked up a little bit, but it's going to be a little bit rougher than the fields we've been in. So we're going to go a little bit slower. We'll get it done twice as fast with 2 tractors, excuse me, so we'll do that next. But before that, I'm going to eat my lunch, which today is a Caesar salad kit. I left this outside for probably 4 hours yesterday, and it got pretty warm, so we'll see if it tastes good or not. A little update on lunch, it's bussin'. looks like Lukey Poo's just pulling in with the other field cultivator, so we should knock this out pretty quick. It's just a quarter, which is 160. There is an acreage in the corner, so it's really like 152 of tillable. So if we're both getting around 50, this should take us less than 2 hours ideally. It's 12:30. Let's try to be done here by 2:30. There is one more field on the docket to get done before I take this tractor east, so hopefully we can just bring Lucas along with us, knock it out quick, then we can go our separate ways. I think it'll be more efficient. But the planter guys have just gotten to the field that we started out this morning. After that, we did 4 more fields technically. They're not very big ones, so they'll catch up relatively quick, but I don't know, they have to load seed and stuff, we don't, so we'll stay ahead pretty easily. Corn planting, on the other hand, is not as easy to stay ahead because they go a lot faster, and yeah, so it doesn't really work out as much in corn, but oats is pretty chill. As always, guys, hope you're all doing great. And as always, if you're a farmer, comment down below how you're coming with planting season. If you're not a farmer, you can also comment down below what you've been up to, and also comment what your favorite YouTube farmers are doing. I don't watch a whole lot of farming content on YouTube since I do it myself. I like to spend my free time doing other things. So comment down below how your favorite YouTube farmers are doing as well. Thomas to Lucas, I just shared the AB line. It's spring 26, the heading is 3. Thanks. Alright, so we had a sweep fall off. I checked the tab thing it goes on. I have one in my pocket here, I'll quick show you. So this tab has a spring and 2 bolts that goes through it that connects to the shank. And that's what you put the sweep on. It just kind of slides on, it clicks into place. But it's kind of cold out, it's kind of windy. Might leave you guys inside. Just drop the bolt, probably need that. So I'll pick you guys back up when we're done, I'll show you. All right, so we got the first one done. I have the second one off here. I'll quick turn you guys around. So first of all, there's 2 holes, so that means there's 2 bolts, 2 nuts, 2 washers. It also has this little tab right here where the spring goes through, and you put all that on, assemble it, put it on there, tighten it down, and then this just slides on. You can see there these little tabs in there that actually this spring right here catches. So as soon as you hear a couple clicks and it clicks into one of these, you're good to go. So as you guys can see, this is a fully assembled little clip, so it'll go in the holes like so. And then I'll put these bolts and washers on, tighten them down, and I'll throw the new sweep on. Another quick thing I usually do is I usually don't have a putty knife. The edges of the sweep actually work really good for cleaning off the spot you have to change. Normally you don't have to change these tabs very often. Normally what happens if it does break, either you hit a rock and busted up the spring, and sometimes like this one, the sweep came off and the thing's still on there, so it's not like it broke off, you know, the whole complete thing that holds the sweep on, just knocked off the sweep, and sometimes that breaks the spring, and when you go to put a new sweep on, you don't hear the click like that. You guys heard it click on. If it doesn't click on, the spring's broke, you need to change that, and that's why I had to change these 2. But we are done. Didn't hit our head on the cultivator, so that was a success. Normally that happens when you're underneath there. Looks like Lucas is just making a round. We only got about 2 left. We'll be done here pretty soon. Alrighty, let's get this field wrapped up real quick. As I'm sure you guys can see, all the tile lines right here kind of makes going across them a little bit rough. I don't know if you remember last fall we ripped 800 acres going across these, so we've had plenty of experience working around tile ditches. So thankfully we're almost done with this field. I think this is the last one we'll have to do that has tile ditches in it. Thankfully they are smoothing up nice, I will say, but slowed us down about a mile per hour, half mile on an average. So it's about 2:30. We're about done. We have 3 passes left after we finish these, but it'll be good to be moved on to better fields and not have to be bouncing around all day. Thomas to Lucas, I'll start doing the south ends here once I get back there.
Yeah, well, it's not good, but I assume you got a bucket in there. I do have a bucket. Not that I want to go out and use it, but I will.
So a quick couple things while I unfold. I'm going to talk about this field. I don't know if you guys remember, last fall was the field that had no AB lines. So there's no end row line, there's no NS line. So we're gonna have to make them. I think I mentioned in that fall video that we sometimes use a gator with a globe on it to make those, which I really enjoy because I don't like making lines that are, you know, sub-inch. Using a 60-foot cultivator, nonetheless. But I mean, I always do a loop around the whole field once before I start going back and forth, so it's not like I'm going on my way to do it. I'll just have to hand drive a little bit, which is fine. A little variety. And I think I mentioned last fall as well that they're gonna take out that building site that was there. They did do that. There's still quite a bit kind of laying around, so we're gonna farm around it this year, but we're only planting oats, so should be pretty easy to farm around. Anyway, we are unfolded. I'm going to start making lines. Probably not going to record since I'll be hand driving, but I will pick you guys up if something exciting happens. As I'm sure you guys can tell, that is where that building site used to be. So pretty cool now that it's down. Should be really nice next year when we can actually farm the whole thing. So far I've only made 4 lines for this entire field, and I think those 4 lines are probably going to work out just fine. So one quick thing on that, since we are organic and we do a lot of summer tillage or row crop cultivation, we have point rows and we have different AB lines or different tracks, if that makes sense. So if we have 2 NS lines and they're different degrees, they're going to overlap at some point. And that's where you get point rows. And when we do so much cultivation, if we have point rows, we can't just spray and not worry about the weeds in that row. We have to cultivate it. So that's why it's really nice on these bigger fields to not have, I mean, I have 2 NS lines and 2 EW lines. So we're gonna have point rows, but there's 3 or 4 spots that there could have been point rows, but there's not gonna be anymore because these lines are gonna work for those spots. So just a cool little thing. I don't know, something cool about making lines, you find that out. So there you go. Also, since it's already 4 o'clock, after we finish this field, which will hopefully only take us about 3 hours, maybe a little more. Hopefully we can finish it today. We're just gonna call it a day, obviously. We're not gonna have time to move this tractor anywhere, especially in the daylight, which we prefer to do. We are making phenomenal time on this field. It is 7 o'clock. We have 40 acres left. We should be done with this by 8, but as you guys know, ends and stuff take a little bit longer than just going back and forth in the field. So that number is not always indicative of when you're going to get a field done, but I like to set goals. So the goal's 8 o'clock. It's 7 right now. We got an hour. In the meantime, my wife made some pretty bussin' white chicken chili soup, so we're going to heat that up. It's cold outside, so soup's going to taste pretty good. Put that on a crack of dough. All right, let's get a bite real quick. I think it's hot enough. I'm gonna drip this everywhere. I'm telling you what, my wife's chicken chili. Probably top one in the world, pretty easily. 5 big booms. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the field. It is before 8 o'clock. It's 7:54, so we beat the time. As always, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And you already know. Catch you in the next one.